Hey, hi, hello. It's Agnes from this site, and yes, today on my doorstep there were dies from the Hot Foil Lovers shop, where you can find the lovely design made by Nicole. And the shop was so generous that for all of my viewers they are giving a promotion, a discount code, which I will put into the description of this film, as well as the link to the shop, so that you will have everything on hand. And let me quickly show you how marvelous the dies are. So first thing what we have in here, it is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice with the music notes. You can see them over here. And the biggest circle is 5 inches and 1/4. And the smallest one is 2 3/4. Something like that. In centimeters, this is a roundish 14 centimeters, 13 and a half, and the smallest one is 6 centimeters. Just be aware that this is like, it will cut you around the circle, and then you are having those music notes that you can hot foil with. So it will give you like a bigger impression than the normal dice, and it is like making a impact on the hot foiling. Yeah, so here is like a first set. Look how big they are. Another like a jumbo die is like a, let's say you want to have both of them. Yeah, so like for me it is like a set that you will have. This is like a shadow, and this is like a cutting die for those words, and those words is a bunch of really nice things that you would like to have for your bullet journal, layouts, or even albums. And you can have things like good luck, grateful. So very nice, but they are huge. Look at my hand. So those words measure around 12 centimeters, like this long one, and it is a little bit than 5 inches. Yeah, 4 3/4, and really nice. This one is 5 inches. This is 4.5 almost. So you can imagine those are not small ones. So if you are into words, you definitely want to have this one. Look how thick the line is in here. So definitely a really nice foiling in here. And if you want to have the back shadow for it, or you want to have it cut out, then definitely you want to have also the back layer, back piece for it. Next one, I have in here something smaller, but really helpful. This is all happy birthday, and let me take it out. So over here you're having 1, 2, 3, 4 dice. Well, dice more, but 4 sets. And this is foiling plus the die already that you can. There is a small gap in there, so you can have like a also backdrop on it, like a shadow, and cut out the word as well. So foiling plus die cutting. All of them are saying happy birthday, but in different font. So I think this is something really nice to have. And this dice measures 4 1/4 by, let's say in here, by 4 inches. So in centimeters that would be around 11 and a half by 10 and a half. and it is for all of those die. Yeah, so this is the biggest happy birthday in here. It is like height of it is around 3 centimeters by, let's put this biggest word, by 7 centimeters, and in inches that would be aroundish 1 1/4 by 2 3/4, more or less. Yeah, here is my hand, and it is really nice set to have. If you are a card maker, I would recommend this one for sure. Then we are having something more like mixed media. This one will not cut anything. It will beautifully hot foil, and you have got here like those little chains, and here more like a fancy wallpaper or design like on the purses. At least this is, you know, how I am matching this pattern in my imagination. And yeah, of course, this is like 4 3/4 for both of them, and the height is 6 1/4, and in centimeters 12 by 16. So quite nice dies. Then, you know, all of the Harry Potter fans, this is something for you, the prequel. When I saw this one, I said yes, you know, I already see like a black wall with those gold bricks, or if I get the black foil, to have it like in the brickish color, the cardstock, and then having the black foiling for the bricks, that would look really nice. And this one is 13 centimeters by 10.5, and in inches it will go 4 inches by 5.5 almost. It is really nice. I like those edges that they are not, you know, like a straight one, but that you can see that it is like a part of the brick, part of the wall. For all of the party lovers, we are having the alphabet, which looks like a balloons, and here also you are having a die together with a hot foiling piece, and you have got even a lot of strings in here so that you can, you know, spell out the happy birthday name of the person, whatever you wish. And the letters are, let's go with the W. It is with the die cut 1 1/16, and from the top to the bottom aroundish 1 inch, a little bit less than 1 inch. Really nice. And in centimeters it is almost 3 centimeters, yeah, more than 2.5, and from the top to the bottom 2.5, I would say. Yeah, really nice set. We are having also in this batch really lovely hearts. Today's a Valentine, so I would love to create something with this one in the evening. And we are having here the die itself, well, the plate itself, it's 11 centimeters by 14, but you are having this really small gap between the pattern and the edge, so you need to take that into consideration. And then in inches 4.5 by 5.5. So those are not like those tiny dies that you are buying and, you know, something like that is coming. No, this is really big one that you just with one go have already a full card, and those hearts are, look on them. When we are speaking about hearts, we are having like this cloth design, I would say that in English, I believe the word is cheesecloth. And those are quite nice hearts, nice size. Look at my hand over here. The smaller one is 2 inches by almost 2.5. The big one is 3.5, 3 3/4 by 3 3/4, so always like almost square. And this is the die together with the hot foil. This is the hot foil, but you are having the edge around, which will cut your design as well. But those are two separate parts. So if you do not want to cut it, if you just want to, you know, emboss it, the hot foil it, that is possible. You can pull them apart. Same with all of those dies, yeah. Alphabet as well. If you want, you can remove by, you know, the clippers, and you can put them apart. But I wouldn't do that. I would leave them as they are, because then you have every single letter perfectly centered. Okay, and in the centimeters we are having 9.5, let's say, by 9.5. It should be square as in English, as in metrics. Around these 6 centimeters via 5.5, yeah, depending how do you put the ruler into it. So those are the hearts. Then we have those lovely flowers. I am really bad with flowers, so you can kill me. I have no idea what kind of flower it is. And same story as with this one. Yeah, we are having quite a standard size, let's say, when it comes to the backgrounds. All of them are perfectly fitting American standard cards. So those are like the standard small cards, and I can compare them to the Polish size, yeah, because this is what I am using. So, you know, from country to country they are varying. And look, I will put it behind. So in my case, I will have quite a nice border around them. But one pass and you are having the whole card ready. Then with the same flavor, we are having the background over here, like little leaves. Maybe more like a mosaic. Same size. And they are not cutting, yeah, all of them, it is just a background, so just pure lovely hot foiling. And then we are having also something like this. And when you are doing those layering cards, very often you are putting, you know, one layer of paper, then another one, and then only a small border you can see around it. So this is the idea, just to hot foil the small part that you would normally see. And simply you do not need to waste your cardstock. And the second thing is that if you do not put, you know, one layer over layer over layer, then you do not make it as bulky. Yeah? So either if you do not want to make a card top, you can like mix 2 layers into one and just have this edge. Or if you want to save money on your foils, also you just, you know, add that additional piece of paper and add to the bulkiness, but then just use that foil over just a little bit edge. And then the same foil you can use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Yeah, one piece of foil can be used run by one, then another one, then another one, and you will have 9 different pieces that you can use in your art. And this one is also not cutting, it is only doing the hot foiling. Then, you know, when we were speaking about the world, we had those giant ones, and here we have got like a smaller version. And in this one, you are having this background die together with the hot foiling. And this whole die is, how to measure it? Around 17 centimeters by 13. In inches, that would be almost 6 3/4, and around 5.5, depending what letter you will get. This is, you know, for my hand, this is around the standard card. For all the words and, you know, details, I will put you the link if you would like to read them. It would take too much time to read every single one of them. Then we are having like a stars. At first glance, you can think that those are leaves, but actually those are the branches of the stars. And here as well, you are getting the hot foil together with the die. So, you know, 2-in-1, you are ready to go. If you want to use those, you know, clippers and make your life harder, you can cut them apart. I would leave them as it is, yeah, because then you are having like a always perfect, nothing moving, you know, piece around it. And then over here you are having the berries. So here is like a garland that you can make, and here are the separate pieces. And I know that Nicole was saying in her video that in her mind when she was creating it was to make a lot of the same design so that you can make a wreath from it. So you are having 4 facing left and 4 facing right, yeah? So these are the same and these are the same. Design is just a mirror, yeah? But altogether, if you want to put a wreath around it, you are more than welcome. And this die is also like a really, really big one, yeah? So it is around 6.5, depending, you know, whole packaging is like 7 by 7 inches. And in centimeters, it is 18 by 18. So really nice. Those garlands are like 16.5 centimeters, and then 6.5 and a little bit in the length. And you have got also left and right, yeah, if you want to mirror something, if you want to do the layering, up to you. Really nice set. This one for sure for all of the Christmas wreaths. Perfect. And this one, you know, from first glance, I thought that those are leaves, and I will definitely use them also as a fill outs to the cards, imitating the leaves. I think that it will look really, really nice. And here is my favorite die. When I saw it, I know that this is like my must. You are having the bigger version and the smaller version. And as I am, you know, maybe not a lazy, but, you know, a person who looks into the time and how you can do things better and quicker, I would love those, because in here as well, you are having the hot foil and the die together, and you do not need to think and match or anything. But in here, if you are doing a larger projects and you do need to have a bigger leaves, you are having the embossing part in here, hot foiling part in it. I am saying embossing because I do not see here just hot foiling, yeah? I do see here using the just a dry embossing with just to having the, you know, valleys and the mountains in the paper, but also using distress inks on it, and then pressing it through the Big Short or whatever machine you are having, and to have the impression in the paper already in color, but not in foil, not to be too sparkly, but, you know, in just the inks. So you are having that part for the hot design for the hot foils. And here you have the cut dies, and you can, of course, as normal, if you would be cutting any impression with the backdrop die, you can just align it. You can even put a little bit, if you want to do it quicker, you can put a little bit of a washi tape and try to run it through, and it should also work perfectly. Yeah. Then we are having the dies designed for the cards, and this is like a really big dice, and this is designed for those long cards that you are having in the US. Here in Poland we are calling them DL, but they are smaller. Our DLs are had a little bit different measurements, yeah, but that is me. I am living in a weird country with weird formats. But those dies are designed in the way that you are having the frame, which in mine, you know, post office was not handling them nice, but you are having the die and you are having the pattern together, and all of the dies, as I can see, are designed this way. So in reality the measurements of this one is 9 inches together with this die by 4 inches, more or less 4 inches. But you are having the left and right, so you can, you know, match them together. And when Nicole showed them on her video, the first thing I thought is like a men's tie, and we are having a lot of the cards, masculine cards, when you are having this like vest in front with a men's tie, and I said, yeah, this is perfect to do it in a hot foil. So in the same size we are having the bricks, but the bricks are the opposite of this one. So here you're having the brick itself is like a valley, and in this one it is like a mountain. The brick size is a little bit bigger in here and a little bit smaller in here. So this is the one. Then we are having this one. Look at this, like a damask with the hearts. In Poland right now, very popular is Alice in the Wonderland. You can see many really great works, scrapbooking albums, cards with the Alice in the Wonderland theme. So those hearts made me think, first thing that I thought, it was like, yeah, Alice in the Wonderland panel or card or part of the album. And in here also we are having 2 dies. I just tell you, I just grabbed them from the mailbox. So we are having this is chevron, if I am not mistaken. And then very classic dots. All the dots lovers would really like this one. And last but not least, we are having 2 dies. This is in the size of the standard card, like the standard of this. And this, I believe Nicole was saying that this is some smaller, this DL card in the US. So apparently they are bigger and smaller sizes. But you are not mistaken, those are like full plates, yeah? You are having like a full plate together with the cutting edge, if I am not mistaken in here. And you can buy this one. Of course, if you wish, you can then make a mirror cardstock from the hot foil. But also when you will use, let's say, this card or this one, yeah, and you will be left with the foil, you can simply make the negative impression of it, yeah? So whatever is left on your foil, you can use this one to use it. For now, that's it. One more time, here is the name of the shop. And I will leave you the links in the description of the film. And I hope you will be having fun. Bye!